What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Unborn podcast.
Yo.
I am your host, Nestor, aka Next Level OC. If you haven't followed me yet, go ahead and follow me now. And today, I'm joined with another artist, straight out from Orange County, La Habra to be exact. Today, I'm joined with Danny Boy.
Hey, thanks
What's
for
up,
having
Danny
me, bro.
boy?
This is a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, bro.
Yeah, anytime, bro.
How was the drive over here, bro?
Oh, the drive wasn't as bad. I thought it was gonna be traffic, but it took me about like 30 minutes, so that's usually a good time. Let's get
So,
it.
Danny Boy, man, I sort of know who you are, bro. But for those that are just tuning in, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
My name is Danny Boy. You can find me on Instagram at AYO_Danny Boy. I'm a rapper from Habra California. I've been rapping since I was like 13, just writing raps on my notebook. And then I started really recording myself when I got into high school. I would say like sophomore year.
Gotcha.
So that was like maybe like 2013. That takes me back.
Okay.
And I just was recording myself, like making mixtapes and just handing them around school.
What the?
And yeah, bro, I've been doing that since a young age. Like I used to do it myself. I used
Yeah.
to like burn like my tracks on CDs and just hand them out around school. And you know, the people that grabbed them, some people still have them. And shout out to the people that still have them though.
Shout out to you guys, yo.
You guys are the real ones. But yeah, bro. And then after that, I used to be in a group called The Batch. That's where we went by. It was like a batch of rappers smoking like a batch of weed, making a batch of music.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I
so we
got
called
you.
ourselves The Batch. And then just to pay homage to the group, I just kept the name Batch and turned it into Batch Records, rebranded myself, found my top MCs that I have, and now it's all up here for now.
So let's dive right into it, my guy, because
Yes,
that was
sir.
going to be the third question that I was going to ask about Batch Records, man. Okay, so we already know where the name came from, bro. Now talk about, if you want to, bro, if you want to give homage to the other artists, bro, that are in Batch Records, bro. Talk a
definitely.
little bit about them, bro.
Yo, I found, well, technically I met these guys through high school, except one of them. One of them, he goes by Jesus, the 3 before the E. I met him at an old job I used to have. It was like a mattress warehouse. We used to work in there, and I met him there. Showed him a song. He was fucking with it, and then he was like, "Do you think I could rap?" I was like, "Bro, you can rap. You just gotta put your heart in it, and whatever you feel, dude, just put it on paper, write it down."
So you never heard this? So you never heard this guy rap? You were just like,
never.
ah,
Yeah, he
what?
came up to me and he was like, "Yo, I think I could do this too." And I was like, "Bro,
Trip
you
out.
totally
Okay,
can. Like,
yeah.
you know,
This
just
guy,
put
you
your heart
totally
in it." Yeah, I was
can.
like, you totally can. Just give it, give it
Yeah.
a shot. And homeboy did, and sure enough, I brought him onto Batch Records, and that's how we got Jesus, the 3 before the E. That's what he goes by.
So how many artists are in Batch Records,
There's
bro?
Average Joe, Jesus, Prophecy, Bravo 562, and then there's myself.
Damn, so 5 people.
Yeah, about 5 people strong. You know, we're a little group. We're also looking for like a new member. We're looking for like a female artist to like, just to have out there.
I think that would be, yeah, bro, because choruses and like all that, of course, a female voice would definitely enhance. Yeah, definitely.
It would be tight. We're trying to build our brand and our label. Like we're trying to do like some TDE, some Dreamville shit. Like the way TDE has like Kendrick, J-Rock, Absol,
All those
Schoolboy.
groups.
Then they got SZA, and they got all those.
So let me ask you this, bro. I mean, we're going off topic here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
So why didn't you go independent, bro? Instead of like, creating a group, like just out of curiosity, right?
Well, what I've noticed is when we come together, me and my artists, we're a lot stronger. The community, a lot of people fuck with us a lot more with our sound, especially with the songs that we do together.
I got you.
And it's just easier to like have a nice like group on stage with you rocking out, knowing that everyone's rocking out. It brings the energy of the crowd even more out because they're like, damn, look at all
That
these
makes
people
sense.
out there on stage rocking out. Like I want to rock out with them. So that's a great way, but it's all independent. We're still independent. We're an independent record label.
Of course.
So like, instead of going solo, well, technically, we are solo artists. But when we come together, we represent a label called Batch Records.
So nothing, I mean, if we can go into it, man. So nothing has been signed. It's just like a group of homies that is just like, hey, let's just get together, do our own thing. So nothing is like under contract or anything like that yet. It's just like, just word of mouth and trust.
Well, basically, it's no contracts have been signed yet, but it's all like I got the LLC for it, so like we're just building.
Shout out to you, bro.
So,
yeah, you're already one step ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So like I've talked to him about it. We're trying to get that settled to become a real official business. So it's just baby steps from there. But as long as I got that LLC, then it's like
you should
going
be
uphill
good
from there.
Do you think it's much easier, bro, doing it with like your group with your homies, bro, instead of doing it by yourself? Like, can you talk about a time where like it was just you, man. Like you doing everything, you doing your shows, you doing your own, like recording your own voice. Has there been a time in your life where you had to do that by yourself, or have you always had like a group with you?
Well, at one point when I was like starting, it was always a group. Like we did a group, but then
nice, bro.
everyone started to like, you know, like life happened and people
Yeah.
went their separate ways. You know, people had to do their thing, and then I ended up still going and pursuing this dream that I wanted because
Yeah.
I always wanted this dream. So when everyone stopped making music, I kept it going myself.
That's right.
And then I dropped my first independent solo album, which is What Does It Cost?
Damn.
And yeah, I did that myself, but I did, you know, I got some features on there. Like I got some old friends from like the group to come and be a feature on the album.
Yeah.
But when I was working solo, like it was fun, like it was
Yeah.
cool. But I feel like I'm more inspired when I'm like in the studio with like
With, like,
the
other-
homies, you know, and I'm vibing off of everybody, and we're like bouncing around ideas. It's just like it's really helpful for the creative process.
I think it's beautiful, man, because I've been in the studio with like a couple artists, bro, and then engineers, where it's just like one artist and then the engineer itself, because they have some kind of chemistry, bro. So just hearing you, that you brought the homies with you, and you have that certain vibe.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can do that, bro. So the fact that you're able to bring your homies with you, and everybody's like in the same frequency, and everybody knows exactly what the fuck they're supposed to do in there.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty dope, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's cool. You know, everyone's their perfect individual. Like they all bring something to the table. So it's like when we come together, we just become a unit. You know, and I really respect it. You know.
Let's talk about the writing process, bro. Like when you try to create your own music, man, how do you start? Is it with the beat? Do you already have lyrics written down, or is it somebody that brings you the beat and you're like, oh, I fuck with this? Like how does that come about?
It happens like the way you explained it right now. I've wrote that like that before. Like one time I had lyrics already,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, man, let me find a beat to go with them. Or sometimes somebody would show me a beat, and I'll be like, oh, bro, let me hop on this. Like this shit's sick. So like usually my creative process or my writing process, I like to come up with the hook first.
Yeah.
Because like I like to come up with catchy hooks,
Yeah.
and then once I make the hook, I just go off there and actually work on the verses. You know.
So how difficult would you say it is, like, to work with other artists, bro? Like, because I know you have your group, right?
Yeah.
I know you have your group, and just in case you need an artist, you already have your homies, right? So are you like open? Like, is there a particular artist that you like to collab with? Like, is there a specific genre that you like to collab with? Talk a little bit about that, bro.
Well, when it comes to collaborations, I'm pretty open with it.
Okay.
Like, you know, I've worked with a female artist, I've worked with male artists. So to me, if we can make a good song and we can make it happen, let's get it done. You
That's
know,
right.
like I'm always open to like work with anybody and just get our both of our names out there.
Of course.
Because I know if I promote it, they're gonna promote it, and we're promoting to two different crowds, and
Exactly.
we're just bringing them together.
Where would you categorize your music, man? Because I've heard it. It sounds like Chicano, but where would you categorize your music, man?
Oh man!
If you had to categorize it.
Categorize it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I would say like some like out this world type hip hop stuff, you know, like it's totally different, you know. I like to stay different, you know, like my inspirations are like Kid Cudi, Eminem, Dr. Dre, so it's like all over the place, like even Kanye West and stuff. But like when it comes to like making it, I just feel like my music is just like I try to do it for like anybody, you know, letting them know that yo, you're not alone. You know, I go through this shit too, and I write about it. So just to let you know that, you know, you're not alone through that whole process and shit. But if I guess alternative hip hop, you would call it.
Okay.
I guess you
All
would
right.
call it like that, huh? It was something different.
Now, this is just something I'm curious about, bro. Maybe not a lot of people know about this, bro. But what is your background, bro? Like, where did you come from? Where is your familia from?
Oh,
Where is that
okay.
inspiration from?
Well, my dad is from Puerto Rico.
Shout out to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, so that's where he's from. And my mom is from Michoacan, Mexico.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
you got
bro,
two cultures.
two cultures from
big cultures, bro.
Yeah, different sides of the world, you know.
Yeah.
One on the other side of the United States, one on down in Mexico.
Yeah.
And it's pretty crazy because like just like coming from that family, like my dad's side of the family, they love to party, they love to like dance and everything, you know. And then on my mom's side of the family, it's more like lean back, like that old type Mexican way, you know, like growing
Traditional
up like that,
and all that.
traditional.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to just feel like that whole culture in the middle, like just being in the middle of both of those and like just seeing how like, they react differently and the way the parties are totally different.
Totally different.
yeah, it's
man.
a trip, man. But I love my family and they made me who I am, and I respect them for that,
Let's talk a little bit about that, man. About your family. Were were both mom and dad like supportive? When was it when you actually brought it up to them where you're like, I want to make music and this is what I want to do? Like, talk about that, man.
Well, when I first started making music, I was about 16, recording it in a garage at my friend's house. And you know how I told you I was making mixtapes. So I did give my parents some mixtapes. At the beginning, they were like, oh, you know, it's probably just a hobby. Like, he's in school, you know, he'll probably grow out of it. But after I graduated and I kept on, my mom kind of got like, oh, like, are you serious? You want to do this?
Yeah.
Like, do you really see a future in this?
Mom was
like,
concerned, of course.
Mom's always concerned, you know. Shout out to moms.
Shout out to mom.
You know, thank you for worrying. But, you know, and then I just, you know, I kept it going. My dad, on the other hand, he has that in the back of his mind. He's like, are you sure you want to do this? But he's supportive as well. But he's always like, maybe you should, like, have a backup plan just in case.
Just in case.
He tells me that all the time, but it's like, if I have a backup plan, that means my plan A is going to fail.
Exactly.
And I don't want my plan A to fail. You know, I'm trying to take this all the way I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be like a mega superstar like Drake, but if I can live off my music and not have to work, hey, I'm set.
And that was going to be my second question. Yeah, Danny, like, how successful do you want to be in the industry, man? Because obviously there's levels to this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I know you talked about it a little bit, man, but how successful do you want to be? Like, do you want to be performing like every other week? Do you want to keep traveling? Like, talk a little bit about that, man.
Definitely, bro. Like, I want to get to the point where I can at least do some tours and travel and get to see the world and do music at the same time. But if I don't make it to like that big stardom, but I can still like travel, perform my music, and then still make money off it, I'm chilling right there, bro. You know, like an independent, successful artist like a Nipsey Hussle, or like a Dizzy Wright from Las Vegas. Like, if I could do it like that, I'll be, you know, I don't got to be a big old superstar. As long as I can connect with people and people connect with the music, to me, I think I made it. Let
me ask you this, man. I know you talked about being independent, right?
Yeah.
Just hypothetically speaking, right?
Okay.
Let's say there's a record label out there, heard your music, heard the group, they're down with it. They come to you and they're like, hey, we want to sign you, bro. Like, boom, 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 right? Give you the contract, give you everything. Is that something that you look forward to, or you're just planning to stay, like, independent?
Well, at that point, I would probably talk to the rest of the group and just see how they feel about it, and maybe like get a lawyer to look over the contract, just see if there's no scammy shit on it. Because like I do want at least to have that creative process and not have the label have to go in there and tell me what to do. Because like if they're trying to sign me already, they like me for my creative process that I'm already doing. Like why are you gonna have to like me to sign just for you to be like, oh yeah, now we're gonna take over this? Like, no, I'm trying to have free creative process and a good percentage on my music, because, like, I'm not trying to lose my royalties either, you know?
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know, I didn't even think we were going to head there, bro, but let's head there about, you know, your music, man. Like, how do you come about your music, bro? Do you work with an engineer that creates your music, bro? Do you just buy them unlimited? Like, if you can talk a little bit about that, man.
Well, I've done it both ways. Like I bought beats online, you know, like BeatStars and stuff.
That's how people start off. Yeah,
I've done that before, and then I have worked with a good amount of engineers, bro. I worked with I Am Smith. He's worked with Locksmith. And Chris
Locksmith
Webby.
is dope. Yeah.
Yeah, he's worked
Chris
with
Webby
them.
is dope too.
Yeah, definitely, dude. He engineers for them. So shout out to I Am Smith. I've worked with A Brook. A Brook's been on tour with the Wu-Tang Clan, you know. He gives me pointers all the time, tells me stuff.
Damn,
yeah,
bro.
dude, it's legends and stuff, you know. So I really look up to these guys, and I try to pick up as much as I can when they're like talking to me. I've also worked with a group of up-and-coming engineers. They go by Broke Boy Studios.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty tight, you know. They fucking know what they're doing, and the sound sounds good, bro. But they're only improving, you know.
So it sounds to me like you're pretty much open.
Yeah, definitely.
To like work with anybody in the music industry. I mean, obviously you gotta be good to a certain extent, right? In order for you to fuck with them. Has there been like a circumstance where you thought this person was good and then they just weren't, or they fucked up? Yeah, man. Can you speak a little bit about that?
Well, there's been times where I've worked with somebody and like, let's say I like sent in my lyrics.
Yeah.
And they heard them over, and they're like, oh, shit, like, I don't know if I want to put you on the song now. And I'm like, what, why? You know, like, why? They're like, you didn't make the album, whatever. And I never really understood why that happened, but I was like, maybe my lyrics were a little too much, or like, you know. So like, that's the only time I really had an incident. To be honest, I forgot the name of the rapper that did that to me, so I apologize. But
it probably wasn't important, man.
I apologize. But
it probably wasn't important, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was the only one that did that to me, and I was kind of shady. But I was like, you know, it is what it is. Like, why are you gonna ask me for a feature and then not, you know, use it? But it is what it is, you know. Sometimes, like Kanye West, he gets features from different people. Sometimes they don't make the album, and that's what it is, bro.
I mean, that makes sense, man.
Yeah, so I'm not really tripping about that.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
So, let's go a little bit into your performances, my guy.
No performances.
Yeah, man. Because so if you guys don't know, this guy performs like fucking all over the fucking place, man. So
I tried to.
So at least the ones that I saw this past week or so, you were in Fullerton, bro, and then I think you just came back from a trip from like New York, and then you were in San Francisco. Like, what has been? Let's talk about these couple weeks first, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what has been the best venue so far?
The best venue so far?
Yeah, so far in like the last couple weeks, bro, because I know that you were all over the freaking States, man. Yeah, what has been, I know the one in New York, that one was dope.
Oh yeah, the New York venue was a sick one. It was a dope little venue. But to my favorite venues that I've always performed, so far.
Yeah, so
it
far.
would be in LA, a place called Catch One. That's like my second home right there, bro.
Okay.
I performed there so many times with the whole clique and everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we feel like that's our second home, bro. We like know the security guards and everything. So to me, Catch One always has my heart. That's like my favorite spot.
Gotcha.
But that New York spot, that spot was dope, bro.
How did that come about, bro? Well, I know that you were just there as a trip, bro, and then you just happened to go up on stage.
Yeah, I happened to go on stage. So I got a homie named B Guns.
Shout out to B Guns.
Yeah, shout out B Guns. He actually came from New York to Cali, and he pulled up to an open mic in Fullerton one time, one that we were throwing.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, Bravo 562. He throws open mics at Fullerton all the time. So
Yeah.
tap in with him if you want to perform. But yeah, B Guns pulled up one time, and I talked to B Guns, and I was like, "Yo, bro, like, where you from? Like, what's up?" He's like, "I'm from New York." I was like, "Oh shit, I'm going out there in like a week or two." I was like, "Yo, is there any places where we could perform?" He was like, "Yeah, bro, I'll search into some. I'll send them your way."
Yeah.
So I get to New York, I hit him up. He sends me like a whole list of like places where you can perform your music, and I just ended up going to one in Manhattan, and yeah, I performed right there, like probably like maybe like a couple feet away from Central Park.
God
Yeah,
damn.
it wasn't that far from there.
So, were there other artists there, bro, that performed as well? Obviously, there was some other artists, and then that you know of, were they from New York, or were they like outside, like yourself?
Well, I did get to talk to like one like good enough to like know where he was from.
Yeah.
Homeboy said he was from London.
What the?
I was like, what? You're from the UK? He was like, yeah, bro. Like I flew out from the UK to New York to like come and perform here and like meet up with some homies and stuff. So you know, I respect the hustle. Like you think I'm crazy, like you know, going places, but no, there's people flying from other countries and shit.
Bro, trip out. So what has been? If you can talk about it a little bit, man, if you even had that experience, what has been the difference, man, between like the East Coast rap, right, and then the West Coast rap? Because I know we're from over here. Yeah. But do you hear the difference by any chance?
Actually, I do. I really do, because like over here on the West Coast, they got like that new like turn up like music. I don't know if you ever heard of Yeet. Yeet's like the new wave of rapping that's coming out of the West Coast. It goes by Yeet, right? And people are really fucking with them, but it's more like turn up shit. You know, I ain't got no problem with the turn up shit.
Yeah,
you know,
like, of course. We
gotta
be open.
Turn up, right?
Yeah, we gotta be open.
So yeah, so like Yeet is like the big wave over here now, and then like over there on the East Coast, it's still like the lyrical, like you know, like the hip hop type vibe over there. So like when I performed in New York, I noticed that people were feeling the lyrics a lot more, what I was spitting. Then like right here on the West Coast is more like they want to hear that dope beat, and like the lyrics need to turn up with you.
All that.
Like,
yeah.
But over there on the East Coast, it was like, yo, we want to hear what you're saying. Like we want to see if we can relate to it and shit. Wow. So that's why I really liked about the East Coast, is because like I'm a lyricist, so I love listening to lyrics. I love seeing the messages they say, the stories they say. Yeah. So like I really like gravitate to that.
Dope, bro. And then while you were in New York, man, were there any artists that you're like got in contact with and you're thinking about collaborating?
That London dude, bro. Yeah, he was sick, bro. London dude, bro. Like I can't remember his name right now, man. But hey, shout out to him. I know I follow him on Instagram, and I'll give him a shout out.
Yeah, wherever you are, bro.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you, man.
He's out there on the East Coast.
So, have you heard like I know that you were in New York, man. Have you gone anywhere like south, like Atlanta or anywhere like south?
I haven't, bro.
Do you think that would be?
One day I want to do that. I like to hit any stage I can. I'm not shy to like hit a stage, grab a mic, and start performing.
I got you.
So like wherever I am, like the other day I was in Arizona. I was in Lake Havasu, and my homies were trying to get me on stage, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like I don't give a fuck, But turns out the DJ couldn't do it because he needed a flash drive.
Yeah,
I was just there to party. I didn't bring my flash drive, so that was my fault. If I would have brought the flash drive,
it would have been down.
Been on stage,
Man, and then let's talk a little bit more about the collaborations, man.
Yeah.
Is there? I know you mentioned that you know artists here in Santana or in Orange County in general, bro. Do you find yourself like collaborating more with people from Orange County, from close by, instead of like out of state or anything like that? Like, how does that work, man?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot more collaborations with people like in the OC and LA County.
That's right. Yeah.
But it's just like we just have a big community here and all the open mics we hit. Cause like at one point, bro, me and my crew, we were hitting open mics every day.
Damn.
Like we would go to ones in LA, one in OC, like wherever we can find an open mic, we'll go there, meet people, network, and that's how we basically build the community we got. So the people we've met is from LA County, Orange County, even people from the IE, and that's usually the people we collaborate with, just like people that are as passionate as us when it comes to making this music stuff.
Do you find it to be like difficult, bro, to collaborate with like people from LA? Like, are they welcoming like the same way that we're welcoming to like other artists from outside the county?
To be honest, yeah, they're pretty welcoming, bro. Like everyone's like really like cool. Everyone's chill. I mean, sometimes you got those people that are gonna be dicks, but you can't really, just don't give them no mind, no attention,
Yeah.
But to the people that are showing love and you show love back, it's all great vibes. Like it's really easy to collaborate with those people.
Yeah, man, because I at least I may be wrong in this, but I find it to be that LA keeps it LA.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean? And I guess it makes sense. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because LA is like a staple when it comes to West Coast rap and when it comes to rap in general. I mean, to be quite honest, like at least here in Orange County, there's very few artists that come out from Orange County and represent, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that you're going to LA, man. So when you go to LA, do you like present yourself as a Orange County artist? All right, there you go.
We say it all the time. Me and we're from La Habra, California, like Orange County. Like we say it all the time, bro. Like we let everyone know where we're from. We're always repping La Habra. That's our city, so we gotta rep it hard. And everyone, as long as they like the music, bro, and we see people vibing out, they usually fuck with us, So shout out to the LA County,
Yeah,
everyone
shout out to
from
them,
LA, bro. They show love, and they come to the shows like Catch One, like I told you, that's right there
So
in the heart of
it.
LA. So like, everyone that comes out and supports us is fucking dope, man. We appreciate everybody.
Man, and then so Catch One, right?
Yes, sir.
Is there another spot that you're thinking about like hopping over? Like how do you get those? Do you talk to the venue owner? Do you talk to the DJ? Like if you wanted to perform somewhere else, like do you do that all yourself? Do you just go personally, introduce yourself and be like, hey, I just want to perform here. How do I do it?
Well, when you do like start talking to wanting to perform and like you want to talk to the venue, I would say talk to the venue, the owner. That's the way to go. Usually my boy Bravo 562, he's really, really like a people person, right? He could really like talk to people. So he's usually the guy that goes to it and he'll be like, yo, start chopping it up. He'll bring us in and we start chopping it up, start talking business. And then that's how it goes. But yeah, my boy Bravo 562, he's really an open person. He could just like talk to anybody, just turn you into a friend like that. Like for real, he'll turn you into a friend just like that.
Well, shout out to him, bro. So are you already at that point, Danny, where whenever you perform, like you get a cut, or are you still doing it just the love of music?
Oh, it's still the love of music.
Right.
We're not getting paid yet, but once we do, man, it's gonna be nothing but blessings after that, But we still do it for the love, We get on stage, we go there, perform, still try to network, get our name more out there. The hustle never stops, bro. Hustle never stops.
Do you find it to be more like natural, like for yourself? Because there's some artists out there that get into this industry for the wrong reasons, if you understand what I mean, right? Like they want that fame, they want the money, they want that clout, they want the girls, they want all that. Do you talk a little bit about that, man? Because I know that you're independent, you're trying to do this independently. Are you ever going to, I guess, whenever the right contract comes in, or are you just going to stay independently, man?
Well, like you said about that, how people do it for the wrong reasons, for the fame, the money, the girls, and all that. I do know people that are like that, and they're like going for that. That's their motive, and it's something to keep them motivated. But to me, I always wanted to be one of those artists that just connects with a larger audience, and I want to just connect with people and let them know that I go through this shit. I write it in my music. You're not alone. You don't got to go through it alone. I just want to be one of those artists that's inspiring to other people. At the end of the day, I just want to be remembered, bro. At the end of the day, I just want to be remembered, bro. Like, for real. Like, I want people to be like, yo, like, Danny, man, like, he fucking, he did his music. Yeah. Like, it touched, a whole generation.
Lyrics, everything.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's what I really work on, is just, like, melodies and music and lyrics to, like, just connect with a bigger audience, for sure, bro. That's my goal when it comes to this.
So I know that you talked about mom and dad, right? Like, Pops is Puerto Rican, Mom's is Mexican. Now,
yeah.
Do you find your audience to be like Chicanos, bro? Spanish-speaking individuals, or do you find it to be like from pretty much everywhere?
Honestly, like, it's usually just a whole diversity of
I
people,
bet.
Bro. It
I
usually is, but like my Chicano people, like, sometimes it's hard for them to like support sometimes. And it hurts sometimes, bro, because, like, we try to be very supportive with everyone, but it's just, like, for some reason, our people just wouldn't support as much as, like, some random person. And, like, it's crazy to say that because, like, I've seen it so many times. Where,
Talk
like,
about it, bro.
I've seen it so many times where it's, like, they're, like, hating from a distance, or they're, like, with their arms crossed, and they're, like, looking with, like, a stank face or something, like. And you're just like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm supporting you. Like, why can't you show love, too, But I wish our people could be more supportive and more loving about that, Like, let's see us succeed, bro, because, like, I want to see, like, Reverie and Vel the Wonder, and
Reverie
like,
is dope,
bro. Yeah. Like, I want to see them succeed. I want them to be as big as Nicki Minaj and, like, Cardi B. Like, Cardi B, shout out Cardi B, she made it out there, right? But like, I want to see a full-blooded Chicano and a full-blooded, like, Latina.
Well, I mean, Snow the Product is
dude,
almost up there.
Snow the Product made moves, bro. Yes,
Yes, he did.
Yes, thanks for bringing that up. That totally slipped my mind, bro.
Shout out to Snow.
Yo, Snow the Product, you're killing it.
Yeah.
I saw her do a festival in L.A. Mm-hmm. Man, she was on the big stage, bro. She was like, she opened up for, I think, Lil Baby it was.
Some big artist. I know that she was there and she opened up for some big artists. I just don't.
Fucking killed that.
Yeah,
shit,
she
bro.
is.
Yeah, but like, like
Proud
more people
Mexicana
like that.
too.
Like, I want to see more people like Snow the Product be as big as that. Like, I want to see everyone win at the end
But I
of the
mean, for those that don't know Snow, I mean, she's been through her shit, man. She's been through a lot, especially as a female artist, right? In this industry. I really appreciate her music, man. Not only the fact that she's Latina and she's a female, but she's putting it down for Raza, bro.
Oh, definitely.
She's making that pathway for us, bro, to fucking
to keep on going.
Yeah, to keep on going.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But like, Snow the Product, before Snow the Product, what you had, like Baby Bash. You had like,
that's right,
Baby.
Baby.
You see how far they went, and then what
It was just
happened?
a
They went down. So like, Snow the Product, I really hope she just keeps rising up on that ladder and becomes like a legend in hip hop, like as she should be, bro. Because she's killing it.
I think she's definitely is. I think now it takes a while, bro. It takes a while for people to recognize, like, damn, she's fucking real and she's putting it down for our people.
Yeah, man.
So it is gonna take a while, bro, but I know she's gonna get there. She's gonna be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
I just want her to get there before like, like something tragic has to happen for her to be considered a legend. Like,
I know.
That's
and she
the
says that in her raps
thing,
too.
bro. It's the saddest thing that it happens like that,
Yeah, she says that.
I just think she should get her flowers now, definitely.
Snow, if you're hearing this, your flowers.
Definitely.
Right here on the table.
For real.
Yeah. All right, bro. I want to touch bases back on Batch Records, bro.
Yes, sir.
So I was looking at the channel, man, and it looks like you guys have about 51 videos, bro.
Yeah.
So out of all the videos that you guys created, man, is there a particular song or a particular video that has meaning to you, that you're like, you poured your heart, you poured your soul on it? Talk about that.
There's a song called Just Another Day that's on the Batch Records YouTube channel. And that song is just a song that I was going through, and just stuff I was going through with family. And there's a lyric on that song. Let's see if I can remember it right now, because I haven't heard that song in a minute. But I say, let me see. Drug addiction runs through my blood, and it's sad to say, even though I didn't pick up the needle, my blood still suffered the fate.
Fuck.
And I thought that was one of the hardest bars I wrote, and
Fuck,
it was just
bro.
like really like personal to me,
Yeah.
dude. And that was one of the most like meaning songs that I've ever wrote.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that one, and then Show Me. Show Me is another one that's like I wrote from a place where I was just like going down like a lonely road and like, you know, just dealing with stuff mentally. So like Show Me is a really good one too that I really like fuck with. That means meaning to me.
Now, when it just touching bases again with your writing process, man, is based on everything that you write, man. Is it something that just comes out of your mind, bro, or is it more like a feeling type when it comes to your writing process?
When it comes to writing,
Yeah.
I say it's more like feeling and mind. It's a little bit of both, bro.
Yeah.
Because like I'm always thinking like I'm an overthinker, bro. I get that from my dad, because my dad's an overthinker, man.
Shout out to
And-
Pops,
yeah,
though.
Shout out to Pops. But I overthink about a lot of things. I always got something on my mind. But when I really feel like this needs to be said,
Yeah.
like my mind and my body feels it, it just brings that meaning to it, and I just love it, you know, because I know I'm writing some real shit, and I just feel like it needs to be out there, you know.
No, I mean that makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Especially because you did talk a little bit about that, man. That I think that's the way to connect with people, because people do go through some shit, and it goes back to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Right. There's that bar that you said, like, that hit me. It may not be the same feeling that you got, but pretty much what I got from that was like, it doesn't matter what you go through in life, man. You're always gonna feel pain, regardless of what it is. But people do need to go through pain, I think, me personally. So the fact that you're just letting it out there, man, and let it be said.
Yeah,
That's-
because I
yeah.
know people are going through it, and I just want them to know, yeah, you're not alone.
You're
You
not
know, I
alone.
go through that shit too. You know, I deal with it. But yeah, pain really changes people. It's really good for people to grow. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like pain just helps you grow as a person.
Exactly.
You know, you can't run away from it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Now, let's talk about your group, man.
Yeah.
Now, I know with every artist, depending on how far you want to get, right? Because some artists do have their photographers, they have their engineers, they have pretty much all this shit, right?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your group, bro. Do you have your photographers, bro? Do you have all, like,
Yes, sir. We do. We have a photographer. He goes by Pyro Creations. He's a homie that we've known for years. You
Yeah.
know, we went to school with his brother, and he turned. Yeah, bro. It's just us. You know, we just try to stay connected with the people that we know.
That's
you know,
beautiful.
Want to do work as well,
Yeah.
bro. So like we stay in contact with him. He's our camera guy. He's done a bunch of our music videos. So shout out to him.
shout out to him, bro?
Yeah, bro. And then I also work with a group in Long Beach called the Getty Boys, and they also got their own photographer and camera guy. He goes by Isaac. And yeah, bro. So like whenever I need a video done, I got 2 people to go to. I hit them up and I let them know. And then when it comes to engineers, we got, like I told you, A. Brooke.
A. Brooke.
He's from San Bernardino. I was just out there last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
For
Yeah.
finishing up my album and shit. But yeah, shout out to Brooke. NI Recordings, that's what he goes by. And then we also got Broke Boy Studios.
Bro, boy.
Yeah, they moved to Norwalk. They used to be in Brea, so they were like really close to La Habra. So that was our like go-to when we
It's
needed
still
to
not
record
that bad.
something.
Norwalk is still not that
Yeah,
bad.
Norwalk's not that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, they moved to Norwalk, so they're out there now, you know. So like that's our little team when it comes to like just not artists, like the people like behind the scenes. that
Exactly,
people
the behind
don't,
the
you know.
scene.
Then we also got a DJ. She goes by DJ Downey Girl.
Okay.
And she's really reliable, bro. She's been to a couple shows that just happened last minute, pulled up, bro. So we know she's a real one, and she's willing to work and build this into something even bigger.
Do you think, Danny, that it's difficult to find trustworthy people in the industry?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I tell my crew and I tell like my friends all the time that this industry is very, very sneaky, very snaky. So watch out who you trust, and watch out like who you're telling people stuff, because like some people can turn around and like use it against you, or like like use it just to an extent where it's gonna make you look bad.
Yeah.
So you just gotta watch out, and the people that we've known for like a while now. So like we built that trust, and like they've been there for us at times when we needed them, and we've been there for them with times where they needed someone. So that's how we know like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just based on this conversation, man, it sounds like you build that trust first, and then you let them into your group or into your life, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Has there been an instance, bro, where, like, you've had a bad experience? It could be through a show or a video shoot or a producer. Yeah,
Oh,
man. Tell us the story, man.
Okay, so there's an incident where I was at a show, in Las Vegas.
Oh, fucking Vegas,
And my
man.
family pulled up. This is the first time they pulled up to a show.
No way.
They pulled up to the Vegas show. Basically, they were very unprofessional and organized, right? And they basically, they didn't have like the lineup set. The DJ was late. It was all bad. They didn't start the show till like maybe like an hour and a half when it was supposed to start. And my parents were like there. There was no place for them to sit, so they were standing the whole time. So they got kind of tired. I felt bad for them. But yeah, bro, they didn't put me on till like late in the show. And my parents ended up getting tired and they went home. I felt bad for them. So at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to dip. I didn't even end up performing that day. I just left. My two homies got to perform, though, because they got in the lineup before, but they were, like, saving me for last. And I felt bad for my parents, so I just ended up leaving. And I said, fuck it, it is what it is.
Bro, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you're going to get those times, unorganized, unprofessional people. But, you choose what you want. You can either cause a scene or let your absence, do the talking for you. So, yeah, that's what I did. I just dipped with everyone. The homies got to perform. At least they got to perform, and we just dipped. Yeah, bro.
Damn, bro. That sucks, bro.
Yeah, man.
But mom and pops were there.
Yeah,
you know what I
Mom
mean?
and Pops, that was the only show they ever been to. The one
What
and
the
only
fuck?
show. They still haven't been to any of the other
They haven't
shows.
been to any other?
No, and the shows are even bigger now, and they still haven't came because that one show got them this is what he's doing. They don't even take him serious. It was fucked
Bro,
up.
but okay. So how long was that, bro?
That was in, I think, March
Of this year?
of this year. Yeah.
And that was your first, where mom and dad was
That was
there.
my first out-of-state show, too.
Oh, shit,
That was
bro.
my first out-of-state show.
That's fucking bullshit. Nah, mom and dad need to come back.
Yeah.
Mom and dad, if you're hearing this, you need to come back. Tiene que
Definitely,
regresar. Tiene que
Yes,
regresar.
let them know. Tell them. Let them know. Tell them.
Let's go back to the performances, bro. I know that you performed all over. I know you talk about New York, bro. What are your top 3 performances, bro?
Performances?
Yeah, that you could remember.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to go from number 1 to 3.
Of course. Yeah.
So number 1, I'm going to put this out there. It was we opened up for Shaggy 2 Dope.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's part of ICP.
No, shout out to ICP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Insane Clown Posse. Underground Hip Hop Blog hooked us up with that show, man. Shout out Underground Hip Hop Blog. They got us on there. They got us on the lineup, and we performed, bro. They put us as the openers. We were the first ones, and we came in there, and we hyped up the crowd. They were surprised. They were like, what? And then after that, they gave us, in the next show we had with them, they gave us a later slot because they were like, oh, okay, we see you guys.
Yeah.
We see you making noise. But that was like the best show, bro, because we threw shirts out in the crowd. We had like Batch Records shirts.
Oh,
We
so
threw
you guys
them out
have
in the
merch
crowd.
too.
Yeah, we got
Nice.
merch, yeah. So we threw them out in the crowd, and we had some people in the crowd like swirling the shirts, just rocking with us. Yeah, I got some video footage of that, bro. That shit's legendary.
What
dude. It feels so
what
good.
city and what venue was that?
That was the Catch One.
Oh, shout out to Catch One.
That was
Oh,
Catch
damn. So your memories have been in Catch One. I get
Yeah,
it. That's
bro.
where your heart is. I
Yeah,
got you,
Catch
bro.
One is great, but we also had another one where we opened up for a guy named Skits Craven, and that was at the Virgil in LA. And
Okay.
also the Virgil was a nice place, nice little venue. And it was a packed crowd, bro, and everyone was fucking with us. Everyone was nice. I remember we threw our shirt in the crowd, and one girl grabbed the shirt, and she put it on right there, and our camera guy got like a little camera of her putting
Dope
on the shirt.
shit, bro.
She's like repping Batch Records. It was tight, man.
Bro, dope shit,
Yeah,
man.
bro, just making connections and stuff. But that would be like my second best performance, And then my third one would be FTG in Santa Ana. I don't know if you ever heard of FTG. There's a venue
Not yet.
out here.
Nah.
It's called FTG. And it was like a last-minute performance. Apparently someone didn't show up, so they put Bravo on, and Bravo brought us up because we have like 3 songs together with like everyone in Batch Records. So they brought us up, and we did like a last-minute performance, and the crowd was amazing. Everyone was rocking with us, just for us being put on last minute.
Yeah.
Not even on the lineup, and just we went in there
And
we
you
did our
rocked that.
thing. Yeah, and then we rocked it, bro. That was probably that's number 3 right there.
Damn, if you can go to any venue that you perform, bro, where would you want to go back?
Where I want to go
Yeah.
back. Probably that New York one, bro. I love Catch One, but I'm down for New York. Yeah.
Yo, where do you think will be next, man?
Next, bro, like I'm trying to hit some other states and go traveling. Me and my friends are talking about doing like a little like West Coast tour. So we might like get in my car, pack some bags and just go hit Oregon, Seattle.
How does that work, bro? Like, do you and the homies just get together and you're like, bro, let's just go 1 week
Pretty much.
Yeah? That's how it
bro,
is?
Yeah.
What the
I'm
fuck?
the driver, bro. So
This guy, I'm the driver?
I
Freaking
love
guy.
to drive,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a driver, bro. Like, I can drive.
Freaking Danny,
I've
bro.
done Route 66 by myself.
What the
Like,
fuck?
I drove that by myself.
Damn,
Slept
bro.
in my car and everything.
You're brave, bro.
Yeah, so for me driving, it's nothing, bro. So like when me and the homies are like,
Yeah.
yo, let's go do this, like let's go do some shows up north or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm always down. Like, as long as I don't got work the next day, okay, let's go.
Freaking Danny,
Yeah,
bro.
my parents
Well,
call me
salute to
crazy.
you, bro. Salute to you, because not that many people can do that shit, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah.
So let's dive into more of your music, man. You said that you got an album that you're working on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's talk a little
It's
bit about that,
almost
man.
done,
How many
bro.
tracks and who are some collaborations that you can talk about? Is this a solo album that you're doing? Talk a little bit about that, man.
Well, this is my second independent solo album. I titled it Back in the Days.
Nice.
It's Back in the Days, and it's spelled Dayze.
Damn,
That's the way I
dope
spelled
shit.
it. Yeah, Back in the Days. And yeah, it's my second album. I'm very excited.
As
I
you
got
should.
Collaborations from like Chris, the guy that you.
Oh,
the guy right
shout out
here.
to Chris.
Yeah,
Shout out to Chris.
Chris is on the production. Yeah, he made some beats for it. I got another dude from my old coworker. He used to work at, or he still works at Rove, but I used to work at Rove. But shout out Rove. But he's also on the album. He goes
Dope.
by Maer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's a producer. He makes dope beats, bro. He's a good ass sampler, dude. He knows how to sample. But he's on the album. I also got features from the crew. I got, Prophecy. Shout out Prophecy. I got Bravo 562. I got Jesus the 3 before the E on the album. I also got a collaboration from my homies from Long Beach, the Getty Boys. Menthol Prince is on there. And I got a cat from right here from Santa Ana. He goes by No Limit Kid.
No Limit.
He's also on the
I've
album.
heard that. No Limit Kid.
Yeah, he's making some moves out here in Santa Ana.
Yeah.
That's his city. He loves his city. He tries to put it on.
And that's what it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the fact that you're trying to put it down for your city, especially for Orange County, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah,
And then that you're collaborating with other Orange County rappers. Much love, bro. Because I think that's how it should be. If you're from Orange County and you want to collab, you got Danny Boy here. There's a lot of fucking great artists here, man. We need to come together instead of just fucking bullshitting, bro.
Yeah, definitely tap in. We're willing to work with anyone. You want to be performing, get on the stage, let us know. I'll direct you to Bravo 562. He'll put you on, bro. No problem.
There you go.
You'll perform the next day. Yes, sir. Real talk.
All right, man. And where can the people find you, man?
You can find me at Instagram at AYO_DannyBoy, or you can find me under Batch Records. All one word, just Batch Records on
Gotcha.
Instagram.
And then everything will be in the description below, guys. But Danny, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your art, man. Thank you for your music. For those that haven't heard, Danny Boy, go ahead and check him out. He has great stuff. He performs. Come check him out as well. Talking about performances, man. When will be the performances? When will be the next one?
The next performance we got is in La Habra, our city.
That's
we got
right.
A little venue. It's called The Squires. That's the name of the bar. It's going to be on the 29th. So
On the
come
29th.
through. It starts at 7, ends at I think 12 or 1.
All right.
Yeah, so it's going to be going on all night. A lot of great artists on the lineup, not just us. And, shout out to everyone on that lineup
There you
because they're
go.
all going to kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, all the artists are dope, and you're going to have a great time if you love hip-hop.
Everything will be in the description, and we'll catch you guys in the
follow.
next one.
Definitely. Hey,
Take
thank
care.
you for having me.
Yeah.
That was great, bro.
Appreciate it,
That
bro.
was sick.
Gotta be strong to handle this life. No redos or no retries. Just every day shooting for the sky. Working hard till I die. Don't let no one stop your glow. Not even your own parents, yo. No one will support until they see the ball moving, though. Keep pushing forward. Eventually the H come around like destiny. With the hands out like